In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your old toilet in a really simple way. Normally, you will find a 12-inch in the center drain, but you can find sometimes a 10-inch or 14-inch. You want to make sure that you measure that before you buy your toilet. In this case, I bought this one at Lowe's Home Improvement. It's the right height. It's an elongated, almost like handicapped toilet. Pretty much a standard for a lot of the toilets that are nowadays over there. So you want to make sure that you close the water line normally from there or from the main supply line, and empty the entire tank. You want to make sure that you remove all the water from your toilet tank to avoid a lot of water being spilled around the house when you're removing the toilet. Now you're going to lose by hand, in this case, this hose, and we're going to change the hose because normally those seals may break during the years, and you want to make sure that you use two vice grips to remove your hose. You don't want to put a lot of pressure into that pipe because it may break and it will cause a lot of issues. Normally, you have to do that because you can create a lot of damages. Um, After that, you want to remove all the screws. Sometimes there are plastic like this, or you have like little brass screws that you or nuts that you want to remove. And after that, you want to remove the water that is in the trap. Obviously, flush that toilet a couple of times so you don't have any solid waste over there. You're going to have surprises. After that, you want to remove the wasp gasket. You see some mold over here, so you want to make sure that you clean everything really well. We're going to use another type of seal, another type of gasket, a synthetic one that is going to allow us to reposition the toilet if necessary. This is a better way from the company Fluid Master, which is really good. It has two different seals, just in case that the bottom support of the base flange is too high or too low. You can fix it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put these plastic washers inside, and this will create this firm insert into the toilet flange. That's appropriate because you want to make sure that those screws are facing upwards really well, and it's way more easier that way. So now you have the possibility of putting the wasp gasket away. You want to make sure that you can clean the floor. This is the opportunity to put some sort of antiseptic, antibacterial cleaner, and clean all that around the toilet, because sometimes the toilet base is a little different, so you want to take all the parts. You want to make sure that you cut all those boxes easier, so you don't have a damage. After that, we're going to put the new hose. This hose is going to have the same process. You want to make sure that you use two vice grips to create some pressure on the hose, and you want to make sure that you have all the screws lined up nicely, and make sure that you can actually support the toilet because those toilets are heavy. But you want to test it. This is the cool thing about it, because we using the first level of the seal, and we can see that it's too low, so we want to go ahead and put the first I guess filler on the bottom, and then the blue one on top, so you can create that hermetic seal there. Normally, you will find all the nuts and washers into this kind of like the seat bag with little pieces. So you want to go ahead and get the caps. You want to go ahead the screws. In this particular case, is a little easier because you don't have to put like a plastic washer and then the metallic washer and then the nut. You can only use this, and that's it. That's the cool thing about it, that you can fasten your toilet only using one particular nut. It's like a hybrid, a plastic and a brass type of design. So put both of them and create some pressure. If you have an issue with the level of your floor, I'm going to show you in a moment what are the little things that you can use to avoid that. But if you have this issue that sometimes when you try to finish kind of clipping that thing inside there, or fastening it, it's not going all the way down, it's because the screws are just too long. And what you want to do with that is you want to make sure that you remove that by using a hacksaw. Don't use a grinder because the sparks will actually stain the ceramic. I've seen that many times. So you want to make sure that you clean it by hand, cut it by hand, and just clean it, and make sure that you create that nice seal there, that kind of snug type of thing. And but it looks really good. It looks really professional. So go ahead and remove that nut that comes with the manufacturer, and just kind of twist your hose a little bit. Make sure that it's not kank. And it's just nice, and the flow will be really nice. So open that valve completely and just clean the excess water that you had before, because you have some droplets there. So you want to make sure that you clean everything to test if you have any leaks. After that, you want to make sure that the water inside the tank is the appropriate one. Sometimes these, the tank sometimes, or the fittings that are inside the hardware, sometimes it comes just a little bit loose. So you can actually screw or unscrew the little bladder, and that float will go up and down, and it will help you to make sure that the water is on the right level. Normally will come, pre level, so you don't have an issue. Let's test it. And now it's time for the seat. Now the seat comes with this, I guess, plastic or rubber type of seals, and these things are really important because it will allow for some friction, so it will create this adhesiveness to the surface, and you don't have that seat kind of moving around, bouncing back and forth, pinching your legs or your butt cheeks. That's uncomfortable, and if you had that issue before, you know what I'm talking about. So go ahead and put the plastic washer, and then put the screw and put the nut underneath. Make sure that you fasten it with your hand. You don't want to put too much pressure right now, because you want to create enough pressure to center your toilet seat, and then after that you use a flat screwdriver and put you some extra pressure to make sure that it's nice and tight. Don't exceed the amount of pressure, because you can break that nut and it's going to be an issue. So now that it's nice and straight, these ones are the ones that are like self-closing type of mechanism, so it's really cool. It's a gentle mechanism. And now you can cover the exposed screws there with these caps, but every toilet seat will change. If this is not the right toilet seat for you, you can actually buy them and make sure that you just fit. This is the plastic shim that I was talking about. You can level your toilets with this thing to make sure that they're just not bouncing back and forth. And go ahead and use this kitchen and bath white silicone all around. Make sure that you don't put too much, because you don't want to smear that on the bottom. And I'm going to show you a little trick. If you use some liquid soap on your fingertips, you can actually glide through the stuff without removing too much or smearing it too badly on the floor. So you can just do it by little sections. Remove the excess of the silicone with your fingertips, and just keep going around, but it will leave you a beautiful finish. This is the final part of the video. Now what you can do is subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and make sure that you follow my channel. I have a lot of information. If this video is helping you to fix your stuff and saving money, just put that little like button over there. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.